Welcome back to Strategically Styled. My name is Lisa. I'm a woman over 50 and this channel is dedicated to helping you achieve your style goals. And to that end, today I'm going to be giving you some fall styling suggestions. But first, I will ask, like I do, if at any point at any time you find yourself liking this video, I appreciate it if you click the thumbs up and like the video. Consider clicking the subscribe button and joining this community, and click the notification bell so you'll be notified when new content is uploaded. Please and thank you. So now let's get into it. I do want to give a brief disclaimer before we get into the looks. And the first thing I'd like to say is that I do recognize I do have a calendar, and that here in these United States right now it is fall, and many content creators therefore are doing fall trends videos because it's what we do. However, I just really wasn't feeling it, and I've said it before, I think every season, that I'm not one who particularly follows trends, and I feel the whole concept is a little bogus. It's just a construct of the fashion industry to convince us to buy things that may have temporary appeal but not really have true longevity in our wardrobes. That said, if there's something that you really like and that you really are drawn to, positive thing about a trend is that you will find that thing in abundance in every conceivable price point. So there is that. Secondly, I need to say for anybody who is new here that the majority of my wardrobe is secondhand. Therefore, I don't have a lot of links to say, yeah, you can go on Zara or whatever and find this thing. However, it's not about the clothes, it's the concepts. So even though you may not have the exact thing I have, you probably have something similar and fabulous in your wardrobe, perhaps much more fabulous. So even if I can't link things, if you take a screenshot, you can probably match it and find something comparable. Or I will try to call out the brands of different things, because if you go on resale sites like eBay, Poshmark, ThreadUp, and that sort of thing, you can probably find, well, I shouldn't say probably, but you may surprisingly be able to find things even if they are no longer available in the original retail stores. But ultimately, the greatest trend any season is to style the things you already have and you already love. My outfit of the day is something that is kind of new in. I thrifted this in August for 25 cents from the place. It is this sheer mesh top, as you can see here, and it has this slip which is attached. I will show it to you in the cutaway so you can see it, and you will see that the slip does not extend all the way down to the hem of the dress, but it is covered with these lovely little sparkly sequins that capture the light, and I'm really a fan. So what I have done is I have taken one side and rolled it up and pinned it in place, and then just for decorative purposes I have attached the brooch, but the pinning in place is what's going to hold it, rather than trying to do the side tuck, particularly if it's a bulkier fabric. And I am wearing this dress, which has now been transformed into a top, with this JCPenney burgundy skirt that I got a couple of seasons back. I am also wearing it with these brown slouchy boots from JCPenney. And a note about these boots, because we were talking about trends, one thing that is trending this fall is these saggy boots. And by saggy, I mean like oversized boot shaft, sagging all the way down to your ankles, Puss in Boots kind of vibe. That is what is trending. I personally like a more polished aesthetic, and I go to great lengths to find ways to prevent my boots from sagging. I did a little short about that, which I will link to show you, of how I keep my boots, my saggy boots, from sagging. But because it's trending, I am going to just allow them to just fall where they may for the purpose of experimentation. But in actuality, I will probably secure the boots and have them girded up in place so that they are not sagging, because that's not one of the trends I think I'm going to be embracing this fall. Because it is longer, it is a little bulky to just tuck it in, but with certain skirts, I can just tuck it in and just wear it as a top, pretty regular, pretty regular. And you could also do something similar, wearing your shorter dress or even a longer dress or your tunic with a pair of pants. And I'm showing you doing the exact same thing, rolling it up to one side. So here I'm going to show you the same thing with a longer dress. First, I will show you this dress, which is also thrifted. I got this at Goodwill some time ago, probably for like $3 or $4, maybe. I know it was under $5. Be that as it may, this is the dress just as a dress. To convert it into a top, what I did was I just folded it up, and then I took the dress and I tucked it under the bottom of the bra strap, and voila, it is a top. I am wearing it with these thrifted cropped pants, which I found at a local thrift store for $1. I'm wearing it with these burgundy Vince Camuto boots, this thrifted velvet blazer. I am also carrying this Coach cloth bag that I thrifted from Goodwill a couple years ago for probably about $7. And I'm using it more like a pouch or a clutch instead of using the handle, because it's more something that you would carry like a top handle kind of situation or just hang on your arm. And that is the look. I thrifted this blazer from a store in Virginia Beach back in August, and I just love it. And as you can see, it is thoroughly encrusted with all these beautiful little sparkly beads. I should point out though that one of the big trending colors this fall, as it has been in times past, is chocolate brown, and I am here for it. My favorite way to wear chocolate brown is to pair it with navy blue. I am wearing my sparkly blazer with a thrifted brown blouse, which used to be a dress, but I cut it off into a blouse. And then this navy blue pencil skirt. It is either Tommy Hilfiger or Calvin Klein. I will find out which one and put it in the comments there. It does not have any buttons or any type of closure, but I have chosen to belt it just to give it more of a shape. And this belt is just a thrifted belt, but I would prefer probably a dressier belt, which I have to locate. But this is exactly how I wore it to church this past Sunday. I could also wear the jacket open and just let it flow freely, but I think my preference is to have it belted. One of my other favorite hacks, which I would just quickly show you and I've shared with you before, is to either pin it closed, either with a brooch, or if I have an earring that is post style, that has a post and a secure back, and I just push it through and secure it. This though means that I need to keep the jacket closed, because if I needed to be opening it and closing it and taking it on and off, this would become cumbersome. But for the look, if I know I want to wear it closed, that is another option instead of just using the belt. I do hope there's not too much background noise because the neighbors are out with the leaf blowers. I know all summer it was the mowers and the weed whackers, and now it is leaf blowing season. There is no escape. So these are just a few looks, and I hope that I have given you some ideas of ways you might style pieces you already have in your wardrobe this fall. So comment down below, do you wear your dresses as tops, and do you have other little hacks that you use when you have jackets that don't have buttons or closures? Spill the tea and let us know what you are doing. But that is the video. Thank you so much for watching, and until we meet again, I hope your day is blessed and stylish.